So today I'm going to show you my film bag that I bring on set. This bag. So, see how big that is? Huge. And it's just a backpack, and I'm going to just show you the things I bring with me on set. I am currently predominantly a PA, but I have done assistant directing work, and I want to be a writer-director, but this is just things for all film people, all film positions, and actors too, what you can bring on set. And so I'm hoping that you just figure out a little bit more about, how I am on set, and maybe I can help you figure out what you should bring on set too. Alright, you see this thing is about 10-15 pounds. Yours can be lighter. Alright, so first thing I'm going to show you is snacks. I have a lot of snacks in my bag. Now, most film sets, I don't usually eat those snacks. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Some people don't have food for their crew or actors, so you will need to bring your own food, bring your own snacks. Sometimes there's no snacks, or maybe there's not any snacks that you like personally, so just bring things that you like. Second thing would be bring a water bottle. That's what I have in my bag. I don't have it here with me, but a water bottle with water in it, or, a second bottle of water. I usually bring two because sometimes there isn't water provided for actors or crew, so having your own limits you not having any water. You need something to drink, you need something to eat. So you can be the one who doesn't go hungry or thirsty. On movie sets, sometimes we're filming outside or sometimes we're filming inside. So I have in my bag, I just prepare for any kind of weather, especially, where I tend to work it's lots of different kind of changing weather. So one minute it could be sunny, next minute it's cold or raining or anything like that. So I added this in here. So actually tomorrow I am going to be on a film set, so I'm just preparing for any kind of weather because I don't know yet where we're going to film, so I'm just preparing. But I have a long sleeve that I can put under my clothes. It's just like a black t-shirt really, or a black long sleeve shirt. I have a raincoat in case it rains. Yeah, this is my purple coat. If you know me, you know about the lore with me in this coat. I used to wear this all the time. Now I barely wear it. And I have a little hat here, just put over my head like that winter hat kind of, and gloves. Nighttime shoots, they will get cold, especially if you're outdoors, so bring your own that. I was acting in the thing one time, it was my first ever project, so I have my stuff, but I was kind of underprepared, but I did bring, because it was winter time when we filmed, so I brought my hat and my gloves, and I was still freezing, so you can also bring hot hands too, depending on, the weather and what time you're filming, what month you are filming, and how the weather is. But to bring that too, I don't have hot hands with me, but I would if it gets too cold. And I have a little hoodie too. I'm packing too much, but just kind of a little hoodie like this to wear. And I've worn this a lot. In the summertime it would get cold at night, so I just had this, and I'm glad I did, because everyone else was freezing, and I had that, and I wasn't as cold as everyone else. So that was my first compartment here. This next one I'm going to show you, you're probably going to be like, why did she have that? But here, it's a purse, a backpack purse. So I have it in this front compartment here, or the back compartment of my backpack. But this purse, it's all bent up, out of shape, because I had it in my bag for several weeks now. Also, with this bag, the backpack, you could just leave it in your closet and just go, because film's, unpredictable, sporadic. So if you have a film gig in 10 hours, you'd already have your stuff packed. But back to this purse. So the purse, you're like, where do you have that, Arya? Whenever you don't want to lug around this 15-pound bag, you can take some of your important stuff and put it in your little purse, or a little bag for those who don't wear purses. But you can have that and just have this on your back and, leave your backpack in your car, or at base camp, which is where everyone goes. Base camp is like what it sounds like, right? It's a place away from filming locations, but it's on set, so everything will stay there. But yeah, I usually keep, my wallet in here, things like that. So most of the time I keep my wallet on me and my phone on me. Those are my two important things. I don't want to get stolen or lost. But you also have your little bag too when you have to leave your backpack behind if it gets too heavy. So I bring this as another bag that I can bring. And I have used this before. I think it's a really good idea to have two bags. You can have a smaller one and a big one. Like I said, I have lots of Ziploc bags. You don't know when you'll need them, but you will need them just to keep stuff and to keep other people's things. If you're, a PA and they hand you someone's phone, an actor's phone, you have a bag that you can put their phone in, or like they're handing you things that you need to keep track of, Ziploc bags. And I have wipes. You'd be surprised. These are just these are, if it antibacterial travel wipes. So if you need to, wash up, it gets a little sweaty, you can have these with you. Or like to wipe your hands with stuff or wipe surfaces down. There you go. I have a little towel here. Texas Rangers towel. I have a little towel here though. It's for like when you get sweaty you can, just wash this occasionally or after you use it so you're not, infecting your skin with stuff in your sweat. But you can, if you need to when you're on set. And I have some games. Some card games. I have 20 question card games. So 20 questions and scatterbrain. I started bringing card games after I was on set. Usually you're on set for like 10 hours at a time, and there is downtime, or if you're a PA, you're not sometimes doing things, or, sometimes you're not doing anything. Actors, you're not doing things sometimes. So you just want something to do with yourself or with other people on set. So I was on set one time and we just had like 3 hours. Well, pretty much maybe like the whole time we weren't doing anything. There was about a handful of us. Hair and makeup wasn't doing anything. The stunt coordinator wasn't doing anything. The production assistants weren't doing anything. There was about like just 10 of us just sitting around while they were filming things because they didn't need us at the time. So we were just kind of bored. And the stunt coordinator, luckily, he brought a football and he bought some cards. So we all played Uno for like an hour, and then we played games on our phone. So I just bring cards now in case, we have downtime and I can play the card game with other people and not be bored. Next, I have this little thing, a plug-in wall charger. Now I'd say bring this as well as a portable charger and a cord. Like I said, you're on set for several hours and your phone may run out of power and you need your phone for emergency situations or just to have your phone on because you need your phone to call people or get places. So portable charger and a wall plug-in charger for your cord in case this is for if you don't have anywhere to plug in your phone, and that is for the plug-in wall charger is for if you're indoors and there's a plug you can charge up your phone. And sometimes people on set, as a PA, some people, they might need to charge something, but we're outside and we have this. Like we ran into a situation where we had to charge the blow dryer or some flat iron for hair and makeup. Of course, this isn't going to work for that, I don't think, but just a charger really. Now, I'll say in terms of your own personal belongings, pick and choose what you want to offer up to people, especially on set. Like if someone's like, hey, we need your portable charger, and this is your personal one, and they didn't give you this for specifically for filming, or they didn't give you this as a part of their budget, I would say be careful offering up your own things because things can get damaged and now you're out of a portable charger and you might not get that refunded to you, or someone might lose it, or you're outdoors, anyone can come up and take stuff and now you lost your charger that you were supposed to use for your phone and for you, so, or anything really, the charger, interchange charger with anything. So just be careful with, giving people stuff. I have a little wallet case where I keep my wallet at. And like I said, with the wallet, I keep the wallet in my pocket on me at all times. And I don't have anything too important in my wallet. I do have like my ID and my cards in here that I use to pay for stuff, and then insurance cards that I just got because I just started, I got my license recently, so I have different things like that. So I don't keep important things, like I don't keep too many cards in here, I don't keep much cash on me, but I do have cash. You should always carry cash with you, no matter where you're going and where you are, on set, off set. Just always carry cash, but I don't keep much on me. In case I get this stolen, I'm not going to cry too much about it, and I don't keep that much money on my cards anyway, so just be smart about that. But I'm saying, like, keep it on you in your pocket rather than leaving your bag with your wallet unattended. So if it's on you, you know where it's at all times. Of course, you can still lose it, but like I said, if you don't have much in your wallet to begin with, you're not going to be crying. Like, don't keep hundreds of dollars in here because you're out of hundreds of dollars. Don't keep important things like social security cards. Don't do that, alright? You shouldn't do that anyway. Alright, TED Talk over. And I have little coins in here, like a few coins in here, just in case. Say, like, you're on set outside and you're at like a park filming, but they locked the park bathroom, and now you're scrambling trying to figure out which bathroom, like where to go to the restroom at for your crew or for yourself. And they're like, well, there's this one place, it's late at night now. Okay, this one place is open, but they require people to pay for something in cash to go to the bathroom, and that's the only bathroom for miles. Well, now you have cash on you so you can pay to go to the bathroom. And I have my house key with me. You never know when you'll be in a situation where you don't have your car. I personally don't drive myself to set, not yet anyways. So I usually get dropped off by my parents or my brother when I go to set. And so, like, if I'm don't have a car, I can maybe get an Uber or a ride home. And if like no one else is there to open the door for me, I have my key so I can let myself in. So there you go. These are gloves in here, just like latex gloves. And you're asking me, why do you need gloves, Aria? As a PA, you're going to be tasked with doing like anything. So I just started bringing gloves after they made me like make food for everybody. So I was making food for all the crew, and I have a cooking, channel. This is kind of like a cooking channel here, but not all the time though. So I like cooking, so it wasn't a big deal to me, but I'm saying they might have you making food if they don't have a dedicated crafty or someone making food. So you just kind of want to have gloves at all times, latex gloves, and yeah, because people, they were trying to help me cook food. We didn't have any gloves, so I was like, I have my own, you can wear those while we make this food. And I wore my own gloves when we did run out of gloves, so I wasn't touching the food with my bare hands, which if you're doing that and not washing your hands, even washing your hands, things can spread, so just having gloves too. And also, I was also tasked with blood, so I had to do fake blood, and I had to smear it all over the place, and luckily I had gloves with me, so I could smear the blood all over the place, and I didn't stain my hands or my clothes because I had gloves, so I always bring several pairs with me every time I'm on set. You're probably thinking, like, I didn't think about that, but definitely. And just in general, like, if you're PA, if you're anyone really, they might tell you, hey, we need you to handle this dirt. I was tasked one time to mix soil with water to make mud and then spread it all over someone's clothes. So things like that. And you have your gloves, you're not getting your hands dirty. And if you're outdoors, there's nowhere to wash your hands, so now you have blood on your hands, dirt all in your nails, things like that. But while we're here, I'm not done yet, but subscribe to my channel. My goal is to get to 300 subscribers. I'm at 224, so keep subscribing. Like this video if you like it, and comment down below what kind of things do you bring in your bag, like on-set bag, or like anything I missed that I should be having in my bag. Next thing is it's pepper spray. Now, I don't think this is legal to have around, but here's the case. I don't know if that's legal to have around, but I have it around, so Pepper spray, I say, is like something just something like to protect yourself. Like you said, if you're outdoors or any indoors, outdoors, and you're dealing with public space, anyone can come up and do anything, not to scare anybody, but like just for safety, have that on you. And like you said, you can put it in your pocket. You can, latch it on if you have this type of thing, latch it on your pants, things like that. Like the pepper spray is for, like if you need, if someone's acting out, just spray them. Or they're trying to do something, you can just have that as a weapon, if you will. We usually film, sometimes most films are filmed in like this big city where I live, and so we're in the middle of this big city. There's everybody around, it can become a very scary environment sometimes. Yeah, so there was one time I was on set and I had to watch these equipment, and I was sitting there by myself while everybody, every single person, every single crew actor, everybody was several feet, several yards away, and I was just sat there trying to watch the equipment so they didn't have to move the equipment over there and then bring it back. And while I was sat watching the equipment, there was this man. He was, on something, and he just was like mumbling to himself and like saying all kinds of stuff, and got closer and closer to me. So I was getting a bit scared, and so if he did anything, I would have had the pepper spray. That's what I'm saying. I have a little notepad. There you go, a little notepad I have with me. It's just to write down stuff. If anything needs to be written down, you have it. Self-explanatory. I have a book with me that goes again with the boredom of it all. If you get bored, you have a book to read. If you don't want to use your phone to, take the battery life out of that, you have this. And also, if your portable charger is low, you have your book. That was the second compartment. And then the last compartment is this front right here, which has a lot of stuff. So I have a little pouch, and it has these erasers, highlighters, pens, red pens, black pens. I have pencils, and I have scissors. I just bring that, you need something to write on. So you need something to write with when you're, writing that down, taking notes, whatever you're doing. Also, like, as a PA, they might have you do art, art department stuff. So I was tasked one time. These are all from my experience. So my experience has led me to add more things to my bag as I've gone on. But I was tasked to make posters for the background of a scene, and so I made posters. And they had the poster board, and then they had a Sharpie. It was like a black Sharpie, but I went out of my way to just add more stuff to it, and like color, or write things down, and then Sharpie over it because I brought my own stuff. I made the posters kind of like stand out more for the background of the shot, and it looked more like what they were going for. And I'll insert a picture here of what I did. But that's kind of what I did. And with the scissors, like, you might need scissors to cut up, tape or anything. So yeah, I bring scissors too. Once again, Ziploc bag. This is just my everything bag here. This has all kinds of things. I have lens wipes here. I have mints, tissues, pills, like, you get upset stomach, you got anti-diarrhea pills. I know. I have my, inhaler in here. I got band-aids in here. I got scrunchies for hair ties. Just all kinds of things. Peppermints. I have floss too. I bring floss now. So it's just in case, like, you're eating during your lunchtime or crafty. You got peppermints for your breath. You got floss in case you got something stuck in your teeth. Because imagine having something very annoying stuck in your teeth, and you have 9 hours left of filming, or like 5 hours left of filming. You're going to be annoyed. So that's why I started bringing floss now after that happened to me. But yeah, this little thing has more mints in it. You can bring a little thing of deodorant and mouthwash in there too. I also bring like a brush with me, like this. I bring that with me, and I bring comb as well for my hair, right? Because I was on set one time, and I was just there to be a PA, and then they had me play an extra, and I was like, "Ooh, I look rough right now." So luckily I brought my brush, and I put my hair down, and I was an extra. So. And also, if you bring like a change of clothes, you can have something to wear on set. If they do want you to be an extra last minute, there you go. And I have lotion, sunscreen, and sanitizer in here. Those are very important things. Sunscreen for when you're outside and you're filming and it's like sunny outside and you're outside for several hours. You need sunscreen to protect your skin. Hand sanitizer. Things get very dirty. Sometimes you don't have access to water to wash your hands, or a bathroom, I should say. And so you need sanitizer. The amount of times I've seen people, like, you're on set for 5 hours, rolling around in grass and mud, you're outside, and people go right to eating without washing their hands. It's nasty. I don't know how people do it, but I always get sanitizer, so I have that, and I also give that to other people sometimes, and lotion too. Like, you're out there, it's get dry. I have eczema, so I always need lotion. So I use that on, my skin and stuff. And lastly, I think is tissue. I have a pack of tissue. I have allergies, so, I have tissue on me at all times. Because a lot of the stuff I'm bringing, because it's not on set, so you have it so you don't not have it. So tissue is just self-explanatory, like nose running, allergy season, you need that. But yeah, that was everything in my bag. It's so much lighter now. And this backpack I got like a few years ago on vacation, so I don't know where I got it from. But it's a pretty nice backpack. It's not anything crazy. And you can always, wear it on your back. I usually don't wear it. I usually bring it and just leave it at base camp. So it's not really, something you have to carry around. You might want to have less stuff in it if you do. And yeah. But like I said, I have my phone as well. And I put that in my pocket, and I put my wallet in my other pocket. Sometimes I carry around like mints or tissue in my pocket too, and chapstick. I have another stick of chapstick too. So it's basically like you're going on a trip and you're packing for a trip, but really you're just going on set for several hours. But yeah, that's it for my what's in my bag. And what is that interview that GQ does, or is it Vogue, where celebrities just go through their bag? That's what I feel like I'm on. I hope this was educational and you learned something. Yet again, subscribe to my channel. My goal is 300 subscribers, and when I get 300, I forgot to mention this earlier, I'm thinking I'll do a live stream, a cooking live stream. So I'll be cooking a meal live and in person. So if you want to watch that, subscribe to this channel. And yeah, but like this video if you like it. Comment down below. Was this helpful? Was it not? Here's all the stuff after took it all out of the bag. Yeah, it looks like that. Now I have to put it back in this bag. But I forgot one thing, and that is this. So this is pads. If you have a period, here you go. You can have, bring extra pads with you, tampons, whatever you use. I know, so gross, ew, disgusting. But yeah, I bring those with me so I don't go in there. And yeah, you never know when it might happen or if you need to change that. So bring those too for those of you. And I forgot also, you want to bring I bring shorts and a t-shirt during the summertime or like fall when it kind of transition, or spring it gets cold one time and then it's like really hot, so you can change in and out of your long sleeve stuff to your short sleeve stuff. Another thing I forgot to mention is boots. Bring like hiking boots or like just regular boots, because you'll never know where you'll be walking and you don't want to mess up your good shoes. And you can just leave that in your car. You don't have to put it in your bag, but yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video. And yeah, thank you for watching. See ya.